This is the second time I've been eating at the start of my video, but who cares? I mean, I just went to work out, and now I'm eating apples cut up because I am weird. What problem? Hey guys, it's the Gamer Untamed. Sorry about that weird intro there, but today I'm going to talk to you about my top 10 gaming moments, and these do not just relate to specific scenes. It can be somewhat all round because it's really hard to pick sometimes. It can even be like the silliest or the littlest of things, because sometimes it's the little things that make the greatest impacts. Before I talk about that, I was going to say I'm so excited because I finally finished Year 9. I'm into the holidays now. I'm super excited because no more school for like 7 weeks. Yeah, which is awesome. And on the day we start at 10:15 in the morning, so I can sleep in. I can sleep in till like 8. Well, not really, because I've got to catch the bus, but still. Oh no, I can sleep until 8. Epic, right? Oh my god, it's so awesome. But anyway, let's talk about these gaming moments. So I'll go from 10, which is my least, but still one of my favorites, to number 1, which is my all-time favorite moment. So let's start off with number 10. That was a weird voice. Let's never do that again. Let's never do that again. I'm just gonna go over here. If I can. Nope. Fall. Hide.
Get away from him, Phelps. This is my case.
Shut your fucking mouth. Since when does a bagman work a case?
I knew this creep was in on the morphine heist. Victim of his own product.
Hey, detective! Can we back it off a notch? This is getting out of hand.
A time to talk and a time to shut up. Now is the time to be quiet, son.
Courtney Sheldon was a corpsman, Roy. He served his country. He went out with a medical kit and an Army 45 into places that made the Valley of Death look like a picnic. He was either naive enough or dumb enough to get involved in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund, along with the mayor, the DA, Monroe, and a certain crooked cop. He was involved in the morphine heist, but he has a puncture wound in his jugular, which makes this a murder case. He was a better man than you'll ever know. You say one more word about him and I will blow your fucking head off!
You finally lost it, partner.
I have a pretty good idea why Sheldon's dead. And I know about Monroe. Your vast, corrupt future is draining away as we speak.
I got better things to do than argue the rub with you.
Stay with him until the coroner gets here. Make sure technical services bags the evidence. If you let this creep anywhere near it, I'll come looking for you.
Yes, sir.
You know, Phelps, you're not the worst asshole going round.
Thanks, Herschel.
Well, wasn't that Cole Phelps's most finest moment as an LA cop? Huh? Nah, but I think that was more my favorite scene, one of my favorite scenes, because of the fact that it was more ballsy than most of the other conversational scenes that occur in the game. And I think that was the one scene where Cole just, because he couldn't take it anymore. Like, you know, you get to this point where you're just like, okay, you're all driving me freaking crazy, I have to go off my head. So he decides to say fucking twice, or in the same sentence, and then the other one's just like, you finally lost it, Phelps. Sometimes shit just happens and it doesn't go the right way.
Booker, wake up. This is where it started.
I sold you. I sold you.
To your credit, you did try to weasel out of the deal.
This is all Comstock's fault. What if I went back? Killed him before he did any of this?
Things get set in motion.
How would one know how far back to go?
That's the only way to do it. Go back to when he was born, and I'll smother the son of a bitch in his crib.
sure this is what you want?
I have to. It's the only way to undo what I've done to you.
Booker DeWitt, are you ready to
What
be
is this?
born again?
Why are we back here?
This isn't the same place, Booker.
Of course it is. I remember. Wait. You're not. You're not. Who are you?
You chose to walk away, but in other oceans, you didn't. You took the baptism. You were born again as a different man.
Calm, stop.
It all has to end to have never started. Not just in this world, but in all of ours.
Smother him in the crib.
Smother, 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 smother. Before the choice is made, before you are reborn. He's Zachary Comstock. He's Booker DeWitt.
No. I'm both.
Okay, the Bioshock ending may be really weird and somewhat retarded, but you can't deny how awesome it is as an idea. The way that it actually all links together and there's loopholes everywhere. You legit have to be on your toes the whole game to be able to figure out how that ending plots together, but when you get there, you're just like, holy shit. And sometimes it took me a little bit to figure it out, but some people would have gotten it like that. And it was just like, wait a minute, is this Booker, Elizabeth, what? Everything connects into one final scene that encompasses the entire film. That's why Bioshock Infinite was such a good story telling video game, because of how well the loopholes really did connect to the main point of the game.
Hey, James. Got a minute?
Sure. What's up?
So, what's it gonna take for you to see me as a woman instead of your commander?
Whoa, Lola. I've got no problem seeing you as a woman. Believe me.
See? Such a flirt. Just knock it off and answer the question.
I don't know. It'd take quite a few drinks and one of those once-in-a-lifetime nights. I'm certainly tempted. Should I roll with the party mood and give in to the feeling, or stick with my gut?
James, glad to see you're coming around.
Glad to see I'm what?
I should probably mingle. I'll find you later.
Hey, I was talking to James earlier. He was conflicted. It was kind of sweet, actually.
Oh, yeah?
He said there was something heating up between you two. I hope he's right, because you deserve each other. I mean that in a good way.
Thanks. I guess we'll see what happens. James, how are those drinks going down? And by how, I mean almost done?
Lola? Yeah. I'd say this is beginning to look like a once-in-a-lifetime sort of night.
Nice. I'll see you later, James.
Wow. That was...
Fun. Crazy. Wild.
Definitely. I think.
You okay, James?
Yeah, Lola. Maybe let's not mention this again. Hmm?
Really? Tell you what, I won't bring it up as long as you get your ass out of bed and make me some eggs.
Deal.
Okay, now I'm taking a section from the Mass Effect 3 DLC, Citadel. I really like the general way that this DLC is set out, but more the fact that you get to interact with the characters in the game in a different way. You get to see them in a more personal level, and I don't just mean like your romances. You get to see your friends and maybe people you don't like so much and connect with so much. You get to see how they play out. I mean, Tali's was weird. She sung, and what's his face? James, if you didn't romance anyone at all, that scene is just gorgeous. But the whole party scene at the end, it's like warm and fuzzy feelings, and it's everything that just comes together, and it's just beautiful in the end, where you've got all these friendships that have blossomed and everything's coming to an end, and everyone realizes this, and they just want to have that one night where they just have so much fun and let loose, and then the morning after is freaking hilarious. It's just like, oh, I knew what you did last night. Oh, I know what you did too. Me. Just kidding. But that might work out. It worked out for Shepard in one stage. Clearly. Unless they didn't romance anybody at all, even including James. I mean, whew, who wouldn't want to do that? Oh my... You know, I'm gonna shush. I'm gonna shush.
I have the piece of Eden. Get out of my way, old man. I gave you everything, and yet it's never enough.
Cesare! He intends to poison you!
You would not listen to reason.
Father, do you not see? I control all of this. If I want to live, I live. If I want to take, I take. If I want you to die, you die! Where is the piece of Eden?
Stop! I know where it is!
And you did not tell me he had taken it?
Cesare, it's me, your queen.
You are my sister, nothing more. Where is it?
You never loved me?
Where is the apple? Tell me!
Jack!
Tell me!
Assassin's Creed... I was about to say Assassin's Creed 2 Brotherhood. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, I love the Borgia connection. I really do love how the Borgias, as the ultimate crime family of Italy, are incorporated into the game. Lucrezia Borgia, who otherwise known as the Poisoner, Cesare Borgia, the Cardinal turned military, Juan Borgia, who in this game is definitely not like he is in real life, and Rodrigo Borgia, but they don't make reference to the wife for obvious reasons, because she's not really important. Or Giulia Farnese, they don't make a connection to them at all, but it's historically accurate in a sense, like how they are and how they are as a family is historically accurate, although they did like the Pope more than they did in the game, but the generality, especially with Cesare, is still there. Who was it? Oh no, who was it? They've also got other historical characters like Caterina Sforza and Leonardo da Vinci, and all these characters that make the game so much more interesting because you can connect stuff to some of it to real life. Like Leonardo da Vinci did assist the Borgia, and not at his own will, but he didn't really realize how things were. And Niccolo Machiavelli, and Il Magnifico, who is Lorenzo de' Medici, the Medici family. Everything, it's just amazingly well put together historically.
I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead.
Of course not. But then again, neither have I.
Good.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how scared were you that I was gonna die?
4.
4?
Yeah, why?
A 4?
Yeah.
You were at least an 8.
An 8?
You were a total 8.
An 8? Those Guardian things were an 8.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, those were terrifying.
What's a 10?
Clowns?
Clowns over my death?
I hate
Clowns?
clowns. I hate clowns.
Oh my word. You thought I was dead.
No.
No, you thought I was gone.
No,
Yes,
no.
you did.
No, I
saw
had you all
shed
along.
tears. You shed a bunch of them.
Tears? It was raining.
No, it was not.
You were unconscious and it was raining.
It was totally sunny out and you were bawling.
It wasn't sunny. You were unconscious.
Whatever. I kept your tears in a jar. I have proof.
I'll give you 5. How's that?
Okay. You've got to admit that in Uncharted 2, the Elena death scene, which really did not work out, was pretty funny. In the end, where she came out of the room and then Nathan Drake started joking about, so how scared on a scale of 10 were you that I was going to die? And he's just like, a 4. And she's like, a 4? A 4. I could do my whole American accent, obviously. And she's like, you were at least an 8. He's like, clowns are an 8 or something. It was pretty funny. But Nolan North as an actor is fantastic, and so is Kristen Bell. And they just make the most perfect gaming couple. I mean, they're one of them is my favorite gaming couples that are together through the film, through the whole game. Not really the whole game, but they have that chemistry that just clicks, like their funny sort of witty nature just does this and connects, and it's just like that immediate click like you have in real life. And then when you see these characters on screen and you're just like, wow, they really have a chemistry that they make up when they're voicing the characters, and they can do that through, they actually do the voices, they act when they act interacting with each other. It's not like in a booth, which I love about this game and Uncharted, how it really just started it off, in my opinion.